Hey guys, it's TechRed here. In today's video, we'll be reviewing the Blue Western Digital 4TB hard drive. That is right. Now, you might be wondering, why do I have this box over here? This is not the official box. Well, this is actually a refurbished model that I got off Amazon for $55. So, supposedly I can save $18 off. This is good because I've heard some reliable sources. So, we're going to find out if that is actually the case. And of course, it saved me some money. So, you know, if it doesn't work out, then I make it into a different video. Then I just send this back, get my money back. But of course, I actually got this from my brother. My brother has a 500 gigabyte SSD, but that's 500 gigabytes. Nowadays, you need like a 1 terabyte drive. So I got this for him so that way he can actually put videos on it because he's going to start doing a YouTube channel. So that's going to be hype. So I told him to get this drive because it's very good for just mass storage, similar to the Seagate. Because what I plan to do here later is actually do a video comparing this Blue Western Digital 4 terabyte hard drive to the Seagate 4 terabyte hard drive, since a lot of people might be wondering which one's better, and I'm curious myself. So get subscribed so you don't miss out on that video. But for right now though, let's go over the specs. The first thing you know about this drive actually has 4 terabytes of storage. That is right. Now, of course, the RPM is not going to be high compared to the 2 terabyte version. This only runs at 5,400 RPM compared to the 2 terabyte version, which runs at 7,200 RPM. It's slightly slower, but honestly, it doesn't really matter if you're just going to put games on it, raw footage, or just anything you want on it, because you get that maximum storage of just having a ton of space. Now, of course, the price of this drive is currently listed at $68. Now, you can buy it used on Amazon for around $60 to $55 depending on the day. And of course, the question here is I'm going to answer, is this refurbished product actually good? And of course, will I save some money or will I have to send it back? So what we're going to do, we're going to unbox this refurbished package first. Then I'm after going to roll some B-roll from actually Zin's channel, Zin's Stage. He actually has a more in-depth unboxing of a new box. So I'm going to play for you guys after this. But let's actually just quickly open this on up. So refurbished boxes aren't particularly the best. They don't really much go for it. We just get straight out of the box the actual hard drive in itself. Now, my question with this hard drive, is there going to be any defects with it? Is there actually going to be any like malware on it or any problems with it? I assume there'll be nothing with it, but I'm going to do some testing on it first before we do the benchmarks comparing this drive to a Seagate, and then I'm going to of course have a more in-depth video on a Barracuda versus this drive in itself. So you can actually see, of course, so if we just pull this out as packaging. So here's the Blue Western 4 digital hard drive. So you can see, of course, on it you're going to get access to the PCB with the drive, of course the SATA spot, and also the power spot that would actually plug from your PCU cable into it. And there doesn't seem to be any problems with this drive on the look of it from the refurbished. So I'm honestly thinking so far this is probably a good deal on $55 on Amazon, but we're gonna have to test it to find out. So what I'm gonna do next is go over the actual unboxing on the official box when you do get it for yourself. So here's some footage from Zin's Stage channel where he actually got the official box of it, not a refurbished model like I did. But of course, you're gonna cut the slip on the top to give access to the drive. And then you pop the top, you'll get access to drive, which is of course gonna be very similar to what I did in the refurbished model, but you're of course gonna get your manual comes with it and 4 mounting screws. So that way you can actually mount it to your actual PC hard drive cage or whatever you need to do with it. So nothing too fancy with it. So let's get actually into the benchmarks now. Also, if you are installing a refurbished drive and want to know how to clean it real quick, I'm gonna show you. So we just go into command prompt. Then what you want to do in command prompt is set the following: disk part. Now what this is going to do is put you in the actual area where it shows you more information on your different disks, and what we're going to type up is list space disk, and it's going to list all your hard drive disks. Now you can see I have 3 already installed, and this one with the actual full like 4 terabytes hasn't been used. This is of course the drive that we installed recently. It doesn't seem to have any problems with it so far, that at least I noticed since I installed it, but I'm just gonna be safe, and what I'm gonna do is like just type select disk, and you're just gonna say disk, the number to 0, and now it's been selected, and you want to just type up was it clean? I think it's clean all, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's clean all. Then you just click enter, and it's gonna clear off the whole disk to make sure it's good to go. That way, if you do have like a hard drive on hand that you're installing like this, where you don't know if it's good or not, you can do this and run malware bytes on top of it if you really want to. And then after that, your drive will be all good to go. Or you're doing this, maybe you have a hard drive at home, you want to just clear it off for a friend and give them the hard drive you have, then you just do this process, same thing. That way the disk is perfectly clean and easy to give away or resell. Okay, so I just got the benchmarks back finally for Crystal Mark. You can see right here on the left hand side for the Blue Western Digital with 5,000 RPM. It actually has a pretty good reads over its writes compared to like the Barracuda. So even though this is like a refurbished drive and I cleared it off and all that jazz, it seems to be performing really good. I assume this is just one of those drives that where somebody bought the wrong size and then they sent it back to get a 2 terabyte or some kind of situation like that, because this is pretty much a really good deal right now, because man, these reads and writes in comparison are way better. Honestly, this the only problem with this drive though is getting the Blue Western Digital, even though it has better specs and reads and writes. The thing with this you got to keep in mind is that this is not something you can just buy on Amazon with a new vendor. You have to literally buy it for a third-hand market, so meaning that you could get one that's still good, or that it's not going to be a good refurbished drive, so your mileage may vary depending on the drive you actually get handed to you. But so if you were just going to buy this drive compared to these Barracuda, they're both the same price, but this one will probably perform just slightly better within the reads and writes. So honestly, depending on which one you want to get, you want to order from Amazon, you can order from Amazon. If you want to order from Blue Western Digital's website, you can order from there. But yeah, your mileage may vary. But that is of course the Western Blue Digital 4 terabyte hard drive. Now, if you are interested in getting this drive for yourself, I will have a link to the product down below, plus the 8 terabyte version, because recently it was on sale for like $80, which is like $20 more for 4 more terabytes. So 4 terabyte, 8 terabyte version, link down below. Go check them out if you want to use that link. I'll of course support the channel. Always appreciated. But if you did find this video helpful, make sure to smash the like button and get subscribed, because we're almost at 1,000 subscribers and we're so close to hitting it. So it'd be very much appreciated if you could do me that favor. But until then, I'll see you guys for another tech video. Tech Grant out.